Hi everyone, my name is TWEE Meredith. Welcome to my channel, the Model Homesteader. Today we are heading up northeast Tennessee to a property in Thornhill. It is small, but with a small price. Probably a nice little starter for any homesteader. Hi, sweetie. Hello, darling. Oh, yes. Oh, you are just too sweet. Baxter's in his car seat, waiting patiently as we get up to our destination. He says, I don't like being back here. I prefer being on my mama's lap. But this is where you're safest. And so awfully cute. And you're very sleepy. It is nap time, so. Night, night, Baxter, baby. We love you. Hey everyone, so we are here in Thornhill, Tennessee, and we are at the property. The property is right behind me. It is 8.5 acres, so it is a small lot, but it is doable, and the asking price is $52,000. The nice thing about 8.5 acres, even though it does seem a little on the small side, is that it is a great way to start a homestead. It's a great way to get yourself used to being on a homestead without getting too overwhelmed. One of the things I would recommend when you're working with a property this size, though, so that you utilize everything the best that you can, if you buy something this size, this one in particular, or any of them, I would take the time to basically draw out what it is that you want to do for your homestead. Make a list maybe of all the different things that you want to see happen on your homestead, and then draw it out. That way, when you start in with the land, you've got a better idea and you utilize it to its full advantage. So we are going to start taking a hike up this hillside here. It's very mild of a hillside, so I think that that is really nice and usable property. We don't know the exact shape of the property at this moment, so I can't give that to you, but by the time that we upload this video, we will definitely have that for you. But just saying that while we walk it, we won't be necessarily walking the exact line, but we just want to give you an idea of the property and what there is up here for you to see. All right, so Baxter and I and Peter at the camera are gonna start heading up. Let's have some fun. One of the spots though that I've already found that I thought is a really nice home site is right over here behind me, where it is fairly flat. Now just because this place is wooded, I don't want that to put you off for considering it as a piece of property to buy. Even though there may be a little bit more work when you have to clear it out, I personally love the idea of buying something that is wooded, because when you've bought it and it's already open and it's just all pasture, you've already lost all the beautiful trees. So now if you want them, you have to replant them, and they take years and years to get to be what this is. The nice thing is though, when you have all the trees, you can clear out what you want cleared out and then leave the rest, and it's already established and beautiful.
Do a dance when you're worried.
I had another thought for that. I forgot what it was. When dealing with a plot of land like this that is so heavily wooded, you are going to have to factor in the cost of clearing out some of these trees. Now in Tennessee right now, this is just an average approximate cost, so don't quote me on this. The cost to hire somebody to come in and clear out the wooded trees is about $2,000 an acre. So keep that in mind. This one right here is 8.5 acres. I would also assume, though, that you weren't going to clear out all 8.5 acres. You may, but most people want to have some woods on their property, especially around the border. One option to do a little less expensive would be to do it yourself. You could rent an excavator, which is running about $7,000 a month. The way I would probably recommend going, though, is to rent a skid steer, which is about $2,400 a month. Both of these, though, that does not include the cost of gas, so you have to factor that in too. There's always costs that you want to consider, and I would always overestimate on anything when it comes to cost. So we are at the top of this small hill, and it looks pretty decent when it comes to being level. It's not bad. I would think that this would be another great spot, either for a home site, a barn, your farming, your animals, anything like that. It really has a nice even slope. Thank you. A nice even slope. Since this is a smaller property, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about septic and the cost of septic, because that is something that's very important and very much needed. So the first thing you're going to need to do is get a permit, which is, again, this is based on Tennessee costs, and it's an approximate. Obviously, things do fluctuate over time, but currently it's about $600 for a permit. The next thing you would need is a perk test. And a perk test basically, the next thing you are going to need to do is a perk test. And what this does is it helps you determine how well the soil drains. That is, what is the cost on that?
$1,300
Okay.
average.
Okay. Average cost of that is $1,300. Cost of an ER, just as much when your dog bites you. Baxter. Now on top of all of that, the cost to have somebody else put in a septic for you is about $1,300.
$4,000.
I'm sorry. We're going to say $4,000. On top of that, the cost to have someone put in a septic for you is going to be an additional $14,000. Again, an approximate.
$4,000.
Oh, crap! If there are any costs that I have forgotten regarding septic, please feel free to comment down below so that our viewers have a good idea, a more realistic idea on costs. Also, if you have any stories or even warnings or anything terrible that happened to you while doing your septic that you should give as feedback or advice for our viewers, please feel free to comment that below too. Another thing I'd like to mention, another big plus that we have noticed on this property is the lack of trash. There is no cleanup so far that we've seen. So that's always a plus, because whenever you are buying land, usually there's going to be some cleanup somewhere. But so far, there's absolutely none. The other thing though that we have noticed also is that there isn't any water, like a river or anything like that. I know a lot of people want to know about the water source, so this definitely tells us that you would need a well. Well, we are wrapping up this video. If you have any questions about this property or are interested in taking a look at it, please comment below and we will make sure we get you in touch with the proper listing agent. If you also enjoyed our video, please do us the favor and like, subscribe, and also ring that bell. That way we will let you know of any future videos coming your way. Thank you so much for joining us today and have a great day. We'll see you at the next video.
Bigger smile. Pull him over this way. And you're going to have to go up ahead, otherwise he won't go. Baxter!
Baxter! This isn't working. It doesn't look natural. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. You lead him.
I will.
Baxter!
Right,
Come on.
ready? Go.
You get in my way?
Jump. Baxter, jump. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby boy. Jump.
Ready, set. Whoa! What is that?
Hey there! Today's video is sponsored by author Peter Meredith, my wonderful husband, talented author, and of course, video man extraordinaire. The book is A Perfect America. The year is 2122, and all is great. You own a house, a car. Oh, wait, I lied. The government owns your house, your car. Okay, well, they really actually own everything, including you. Now be a good little citizen and stay out of trouble, or the government is going to send an inquisitor after you. This is a fiction book, my friends. At least it is for now. Multi-genre author of 41 novels, Peter Meredith's novels are all available on Kindle, paperback, and 38 are also available on Audible books. Check out the link here and below in the description on where to pick up your own copies and also how to follow him.